the man who wields so much power, authority, and influence, the man who commands 80 to 85% of the population, former Liberian president and world icon George Weah, is not attending at all. That alone is a blow. It is because the current president initiated an evil gathering, a gathering of division and separation. When you have former presidents out of that gathering, it loses its essence. It is a shame. More to that, the current Chief Justice, we can understand the smartness, and she's good, she's right. Because she placed this country in an embarrassing position, she did not want anybody to see her as leaning on the side of the president because he is the imperial president in Liberia now. So she took on, her timing was right. She took on to her trip to Cairo, which she should have seconded or asked somebody to go there of equal stature, but because she did not want to see herself at the SONA, given what she did, so that it would not be interpreted as supporting Bouaka or on the side of the executive. Moreover, that it would not be interpreted that this woman, she did exactly what she did intentionally. Now you can see that she is in attendance. The second implication, if she would have attended, that it would have brought the judiciary that is already damaged into disrepute. It would have lost its essence, though it hasn't to some extent, or it has lost its essence to some extent. So she smartly avoided being at this SONA today by going to Cairo. The SONA is on in just a few minutes, and she's back into the country, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. So she's off. You see how embarrassing it is. She's off. There are other people from in the diplomatic cycle who, with no publicity attached, decided to just stay off. It is not their responsibility to make anything public. It is their responsibility or their right to exercise their right to attend or not to attend. There are some within the diplomatic cycle that will not be attending Mr. President's State of the Nation address, which comes on in the next few minutes. So you see how embarrassing it is. It's embarrassing. It is a shame. It is a disgrace. You handpick or you force, you hijack a position that is not yours. You install Richard Coon, who in the next few minutes is going to blunder. In the next few minutes, Richard Coon will show to the whole world his ineptitude, how inexperienced he is. In the next few minutes, you're going to see it. A representative in Richard Coon going to preside over a gathering that most of his colleagues endorsed him as the speaker, though he did not go through the parliamentary proceedings. That alone, too, it makes the gathering elementary, irresponsible, reckless. And I can say to you, the SONA is insignificant. It is an insignificant gathering. Very insignificant. Very. It is an insignificant gathering. It is a fun fair. It's a joke. Nothing extra going to happen. It's a joke. It is a fun fair stuff. Nothing will happen extra. When I say nothing, the president not going to say anything. Nothing. So that's how it is. The Akwa arrangement. Mr. President going to stand there. They having it at the same place. They say the speaker burned. Look at it, God. So nobody can believe truly that that place was burned by a human being. But they want to place it on somebody and use that person as sacrificial lamb, as they have considered the speaker as person of interest and his colleagues. The place you consider a crime scene, you stay having events there. Nowhere in the world this stupidity can occur. This is complete stupidity. The place you say was burned by the speaker and his colleagues, you stay having program there, giving the whole world the understanding that this place was not burned, it was fabricated. The news that we gave was a fabrication because we want to please Mr. President. That place should not in no way be used for any occasion. You refuse to cordon off the area. You allow people to go inside to do their normal businesses. Then you stay having a public gathering on a crime scene, and then you said that you are still investigating. It's saying that you are still investigating, you having program on it. So you tell us now, what's the sense in that thing? What's the logic? The place you consider crime scene, and you reach the conclusion that the speaker, Dixon Sibo, Abu Kamara, Janga Kowo, what's the other people? Jacob Debbie, they all burned the place. I ain't even putting that woman there, Priscilla Cooper, because the Unity Party that had rescue, they know what they on, so they put her name there. But if they're serious, it's good for her. That's why in life, you don't toast, to and fro. Be consistent. So if she's there, they know why. But you have the place as a crime scene. How can a crime scene be a place for delivering State of the Nation address? The place you say the speaker burned, that you call the speaker person of interest together with his colleagues as persons of interest, that you are investigating, that you said that any lawmaker or lawmakers, you will arrest them. They have burned one of the historic buildings, but it is the place that you carrying the very president to have to deliver State of the Nation address. Where in the world you see this happening? Where? What kind of nonsense and stupidity is this? And you say you call this a government and a country. Where? Give me one country in the world that you see this happening. One country. It can never happen. Even the dullest of country on earth, they will not allow it. Once that place is declared a crime scene, no activity is going over there. In no time, less than a second, you arrive at a budget of 1.8 million to renovate without any proper engineering examination. Even though some of those econ experts, they say, oh no, you can do a budget before, it doesn't matter. You can reach a tentative budget because the people will need this, they will do that. When they finish, you have to pay for consultation, all the kind of stuff. Chivo, you tell us in the true sense of the word, where have you seen that? What's the normal in that? The place you said crime scene, you holding the speaker and his office staff and his fellow legislators. Then you go there to have a program. If Bwaka was serious, if Bwaka was rational enough, he was going to tell those people that is a crime scene. I can't go over there. Find another venue. But because they are a bunch of liars, so God exposing them when you have evil heart, when you have evil intent, that's how God can expose you. The simplest Bwaka, when he stood and say, refer to people as hooligans, that's the same place he's going to deliver, quote unquote, State of the Nation address. Is that rational? Is that normal? No, it is not. It is not. If you consider the place a crime scene, then nobody can go over there to do anything. But in less than 1 week, you concluded. You say because you saw black smoke, the smoke that came from the ceiling or from the top of the building was so black. So that is arson. So any smoke, any black smoke is arson. Any black smoke. The investigation just going here and no here and there, everything disorganized. That's why the occasion today will just be a fun fair stuff, a joke. Nothing serious over there today. The president is going to deliver his State of the Nation address on the ground that they call crime scene. He's going to deliver his address on the same place that he stood and said, hooligans burned this place, we will go after them, we will rebuild this country. That's the same place he's going to stand. So it means, it's interesting. The same place they're carrying here again. But that is it. That whole sonar ain't got no flair. Nothing, ain't got no flair, no substance, no essence, no value. Absolutely nothing. Most of the country's personalities, they are off. They're not attending. How President Bouaka feels. You got 2 former presidents in this country. They are not at your State of the Nation address. How do you feel as a president? Let's not talk about the other people. Put the other people aside, the representatives and other people. But 2 former high-profile presidents in this country not attending your sonar. They're not sitting. Neither will they be listening to any radio station to hear your voice delivering a State of the Nation address. You know what that means? You know what it means when you have your predecessors in the room with you. You know, the essence of that, they provide you moral support. They enhance by their presence your morale. It gives you that boost and confidence when you can have your predecessors and other high-profile personality in that room with you delivering the State of the Nation address. In the absence of that, no, not at all. The gathering lost its essence from the one because the current president cut off speech from the former president. He does not speak to Weah, he does not speak to Ellen. And the people around him, they think that it is right as long as he is the president. So anything he does, it is right in their opinion. But one good thing I know about African presidency, the advisors are never the ones who suffer. The leader is the one who suffers. So they will give their pieces of advice. And every advice has a hidden agenda. Every advice from advisor, there is a hidden agenda. That means when the person is advising, that person has something in mind. He or she will advise in a way that the president will not notice anything funny or fishy, but that he will accept the piece of advice, goes about to execute. If anything backfires, we'll say the president can't listen. The president had to listen. That president can't listen. What kind of sonar now? Ellie not there. We are not there. Some of the people from the international community are not there. Lawmakers not there. What kind of joint session is that? What kind of joint session is that? You have a representative who is not a speaker about to preside over. Isn't that a disgrace? Is that not a great disgrace for this country? And those of you who say you people are highly educated, well, that's it. Those of you who say, this is Buaka State. Let me tell you, we have arrived at Buaka State. We are in Buaka State. This is a one-party state. If you don't know what a one-party state is, well, this is it. Nothing about anybody is important. Everything about the President Unity Party, that's what is important. They determine the flow. The atmosphere we have is the Machiavellian theory in full effect in Liberia. Might makes right. They determine society flow. They determine what is moral and what is immoral. No one dare questions them, because if you ever did, you were punished. And that is why the atmosphere today is so mild. People are mindful of what they say, where they say it, to whom they discuss, what they discuss. People are just living in fear, because you can be picked up at any time, taken to NSA headquarters, and then you're placed in a snake chamber. We were told that NSA, under Buaka's government, has snake chambers. They put you there and the snake eat you up. And we can see why. Now we know that if you are picked up by any security apparatus, if your people can't see you, they're just looking for you here and there, well, then that's it. You're in a snake den. Terrible. So it's Nebuchadnezzar reign now. It's Nebuchadnezzar reign. They went to launch the arrest agenda. Nobody from the other side of the political divide they invited. Everybody, Unity Party and their friends. So he's going to deliver Unity Party sonar. He's going to present it to the majority bloc, because they claim ownership of the legislature, the majority bloc. We know that for a fact because even at the Senate, what did Senators Amara Coney and Edwin Snow say? That the Senate is now an extension of the executive, meaning Yombly Kanga and Darius Dillon, they took the Senate and placed it on the lap of Buaka. In essence, they were saying, we only hear, but we don't have voice. The people who make the decision here are Yombly Kanga Lawrence, Pro Tem, Darius Dillon, and the other people who are in bed with them. So what you have is majority bloc, majority bloc has a representative, majority muted, or majority bloc Senate. That's what you have. That's what you have. Interestingly, that is the atmosphere. It's one-party state now. This is Buaka State. And when you're outside, and let me advise you people, you have to be very mindful with yourselves. If you are not supporter of this government, be mindful how you criticize it. Your critique may not be seen as a rational critique, but one that could put some kind of charge on you and you are taken to NSA. You have to be mindful. Watch your language. Know who you are speaking with. Know where you are. If you are in the midst of people, I beg you, say nothing about this government. If you went in your house and you're in your house, you shut your door, you can say. But once you come out, be careful. The same thing we saw in Charles Taylor reign, we're about to see it. Plainclothes people will pick you up. Be careful with yourself. You can say nothing about this government. You can criticize this government, even though they say, oh, it's going to be free speech, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, do not arrest anybody, but that is a lie. We have kept this place for 6 years. Nobody testified. Nobody has WIA credential as being 5,000%, 5,000% right than the international community. They made it clear to get that record that we have kept the peace of this country, that we have maintained free speech, freedom of assembly, and every other thing for 6 years. Nobody went to jail. No political prisoner, no journalist, nothing whatsoever. the international community, they release their report. Rescue mission comes to power. Rescue mission turned the atmosphere in an intimidating one. So if you want to be critical, just take some kind of stuff, write on your face, UP. Yeah? Then when they see you, they will not do anything. Because we come into a place, it will be like Revelation 13. If you don't have the mark of Unity Party, you're not going to exist. And you're seeing the sign. Once you are not a partisan, once you can speak fairly, once you can lie about the government, once you can flatter the government, you can flatter government officials, once you can do all of those things, and you think that it is your right to be critical, you have to be mindful. You have to have the mark of Unity Party, just as it's going to be year after in the tribulation period. If you don't have the mark of the king, you're not going to survive. And you're seeing it before. You know why God allowed these events to happen? So it gives us a preview of what lies ahead so that you will know. That's how it's going to be in the tribulation period. Once you can bow down to the king, once you can live at the whims and caprice of the king of his people, you're not going to survive. Your rights will be curtailed. And you might not possibly live right within that economy. That's the same thing we're seeing. These are the signs. So Mr. President is about to mount the podium. They said the Capitol building, and right after he finished speaking, they will have the dinner there. That's what I heard. Okay, so that's it. Most of the top brass will not be there. The Chief Justice play on him, and he say he's smart. The Chief Justice, listen, if the Chief Justice knew that she did right, she was going to send another high-profile person, probably one of the associate justices. She was going to designate. We have seen it here. We know that very well. But because she does not want to sit there under Rachel Coon, who is not the speaker, by her standard of loyalty and Chief Justice, she went ahead. So they excused her back home. The Chief Justice invitation came before the SONA. Invitations come between 3 and 2 weeks. And we have seen even the president of the republic can have his invitation 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in advance. And something can occur or an event is about to take place. The president can say, communicate with these people that I am unable to attend, but I am sending my vice president. You know, there was a time significant event was in this country. I can remember Ellen's time. And what did Ellen do? Ellen designated a vice president to go there. And she had to stay in the country to attend that event, given the nature of it. And she had to be there as the president. We saw a year with Weah. The Chief Justice, because she caused that embarrassment, she did not want anybody to see that she's endorsing Rachel Coon by going to that event. So they said her invitation came well in advance. But she could have designated a senior person, and the people on that side would not have said, no, we need your presence at all costs. They were going to accept her designee. But because she doesn't want to be embarrassed, she doesn't want to give credence, endorse Rachel Coon. She does not want the people to see her ruling as one that went in the direction of Rachel Coon and Joseph Nima Boakai, so she went to Cairo. Now, how Boakai going to address? Is he going to say associate justice? No Chief Justice there. No Chief Justice. He will still be starting 8 minutes from now. 8 minutes from now. Is he going to say associate justice says yes? He going to recognize Rachel Coon as speaker because I mean, and how Rachel Coon, let me speak to your spirit. in the midst of those highly educated people, I'm not talking about your Kohudo. I'm not talking about your Kohud, your perimeter, your mene. Those people who are out of the legislature, those highly educated people, especially those who are from other spheres of life, those from the international community who know parliamentary proceeding to the letter. How you think those people sitting over there look at you? You think they're there when the Senate, they recognize you as speaker? That's why you should not have problem with any one of those people who go in there. Even if Donald Trump came and sat over there, there's not a problem. It doesn't say America endorsing Richard Coon. They say President Joseph Yama Boakai going to present his State of the Nation address. They didn't say the legislature. It comes from the executive. So every person who receives invitation, you receive the invitation from the executive to go there. The legislature only has the responsibility to set the stage for Mr. President to deliver his State of the Nation address. That's all. The invitation comes from the executive. So people going there, it doesn't say they recognize Richard Coon or endorse Richard Coon or Richard Coon is the legitimate speaker. It only means that they're going to listen to Mr. President. So his puppet can stand over there, call himself speaker, but he is not speaker by standard or speaker parliamentarily. Nobody recognizes him. They can do all the things. They get him the best model of car. They get him the speaker lesson play. They get him every other thing. It doesn't say that he's speaker. And he's not going to stay in that place until Boakai first year ends. We'll get to that. Watch it. You will see things coming up. You never ever playing evil. That man too, that man has always hated Fonati Kofa, that Richard Coon man. He has always hated. When Fonati was announced as the speaker, how did the man greet Fonati? What the English man call perfunctory. Perfunctory. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my man, go there, man. Go shake the man hand. They're forcing you. You won't go there, pushing you. That's what they call perfunctory. Doing something against your will, though being influenced. From that day, Richard Coon called the speaker and asked him whether he and Richard Coon are being in good terms. Richard Coon too caught up. Richard Coon has always hated the speaker, Fonati Kofa, just as his president hated and still hate the man. What did the man do? We agree that man had, let me tell you too. Let me get you a little cheche pole. That speaker there, I heard plenty of things of him over the days. I heard plenty of things. I mean, did some real nasty things, some double dealings, all kinds of stuff. Monetarily, all kinds of things. They feel they have been giving people from even some of men and are close. That in a majority black, the men explain something that some of my men are close to a representative. And the men are here against us. They better do. Well, the other person, he says, "Sir, we understand you." He said, "Well, you are AB." They say, "Oh, so they better can listen." He said, "When you finish saying all kinds of things, how the president Nebuchadnezzar, then AB comes in the evening." So I said, "Oh, so you're going to be listening?" He said, "But we can listen." He said, "Okay, listen. We in our car. We sometimes people will come and say, oh, rep, listen to what the people talking on the radio." He said, "Then we can ask which station." They say, "Oh, it is 8.5. So we let y'all. Don't see the better how to do that. The better I get time. The better my better your work. That your error. Everybody get an error. So we get problem with you. It doesn't mean that we have things against you. That your work. That's what it calls for. Oh God. Yeah. The life here is so interesting. He said, when you sit on the radio, you calling the president Nebuchadnezzar. So I said, "But Hannah, how you?" He said, "But in a radio, when you finish saying all the things, say then your man AB. When AB come in the evening, oh." So I said, "In the evening, y'all can be listening to the man." He said, "Yeah, we can listen to the man." The man was very blunt. He said, "I shut up between Spoon and Kings in the evening." Say if you say even though it be not for us, we can tell how he can his broadcast, but some of the things that he say, it makes sense. It makes sense. Say, well, listen, not necessarily that because he's saying those things, we should shut. It helps us as representatives. Yeah. And I'm in the part of majority black. We had a nice time together on weekend. I was sitting there, I just saw the call. I mean, the text message, say, my man, for long, what happened? So I replied, he said, we need to hook up. And that means with me, and I'm bad man. Yeah, somebody will be friends for a very long time. So we show up, and we're just lecturing from one thing to another about the country, about the president, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a UAB. When you finish describe him as a president, he said, you know what? He said, if you always use it. If they say if you always use it, something at work, he said, can be fair. He said, if you know that I bet like grandpa there, like 2 times a grandpa. So when you say there, if I say, oh, so you know that what you're doing it to Joey, you know Joey, the older men do. Well, now, let's take a few calls for you. The guy interesting, a representative of our man. You know, I can't call him man. Our man. When you finish calling the president in the book and he's at the ABK, he said, I'll just be lazy to you. I said, the boy brave boy. He said, he said, he don't play. He said, the AB boy brave. Oh, my God. Let's say a few calls. We have to bring the president on, excerpt of it. Let's just say a few calls as quickly as we can. Hello. Yeah, let's go. Let's take a few calls. Let's do it. Go straight. I don't want no romanticizing on the line. Let's go.
Yeah, Sam Andrew, this is the board of Sabu Rasta joining you from Point 4 to be precise. Sam Andrew within Zimbabwe.
Let's go.
Sam Andrew, please allow me to lay my thought. Let's go quickly to the issue of King Nebuchadnezzar. You know, through the days of old, when King Nebuchadnezzar went to Jerusalem in the land of Judah, the Bible said in the 10th year, King Nebuchadnezzar went to Jerusalem in Judah and overthrew Jehoiakim.
Yeah, Chief, just go straight, but we know all that thing there, my man. Just go straight time.
Okay, go to the point, Sam Andrew. You know, this speaker that what I is doing thing, everything is future. But let me tell you, let me make you to understand. They say they still wrote a hand mortgage and hand baboon. And the Bible says, every evil a man does, it lays after them.
Okay.
So let me tell you, that the evil today he's doing against the Liberian people, it will live against it tomorrow, it will judge the children.
All right, thank you.
Everybody against it, it will judge them. Sabu Rasta said, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta. Thank you. Sabu Rasta. You guys very interesting. Same thing about my love become friend. Hello. Cut your radio off. Cut your radio off. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, my voted from PHP.
Let's hear you, Mama.
Yeah, I say y'all thank you, Papa. I'm glad that you know everything evil you plan against somebody, it will lay after you. The one Boaka people on that God one will punish them. I know they're not leading the Liberia people the correct way. And the chief justice, I guess, serious problem with her. So it means to say, anybody do something in Liberia, no law and order. And the police may come to me, I will get them. Because no law and order. So why they spoil Liberia people law? So what is now they will hold people back when somebody steals from you? Who you will carry them to?
All right.
What is spoiling Liberia people law?
Thank you. Hello.
Good evening, good afternoon, rather, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Council. I come from another street like in Rod John Silver. Thank you very much for the fascinating discussion. I think you are just said it all. The SONA today is just the unity party, the majority bloc SONA, because the Chief Justice is asking all our international panel and asking the opposition community. So, you know, this government dropped a complete hole for themselves, and they are going to be buried with face down. That's why we told people to elect people with a prehistoric idea. It destroyed the nation, and that's here we are today. Joseph Boakai and Kony, they have destroyed the fabric of our society. However, us, we are not deterred any kind of way. No threat can intimidate us, no arm can intimidate us. That's why the very day Joseph Boakai was elected, I went to look for and I came by.
Thank you.
I'm very much sophisticated. Nobody can do anything to me by the grace of God. Thank you very much.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andrews.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Andrews, today being the SONA, I hope the prayer they offered the last time for the president, that prayer will work, that he will confess and tell the Liberian boy first they have been a disaster, they have been a misrule here, that the rule of law have been broken, and that you show remorse and really ask us for the next chance so that we can rally around him. But if anything other than that, if he comes again and take a polio and lie to us as he usually does, it will further divide us. It will make us to get very angry like we have been. And we will not trust his rule because he had not provided anything in the first place for all the trusting. He had been deceptive in the first year, but this will further mend, of our broken pieces and may also rally around him. If he can just do that for us, other than lying to us. Thank you. This is the voice of Peter Side at Jeremy Sobney District.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. 077-772 239933 088634497. The women's line 077798037. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yes, Andrew. This is Jay Mosey calling, and I feel you from around me. I just want to appreciate the topic on the discussion this afternoon. But actually, the state of the nation is today. Let Liberians not expect anything good. Because our president is the man that he can say something, then he do another thing.
Okay, thank you.
You will be saying that it will be laugh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Sam Andrew.
Yes.
So, brother is addressing portion of the nation because it's not a nation address, half of the nation. Because it's only 29 districts that represented out of 23. So, it's in Atlanta, some of the senators are not also present. So, brother is addressing portion of Liberia instead of the entire nation.
Yeah.
So, I heard that
okay.
The rule of law caucus.
Yeah. They are off. All right. Thank you. They're off. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving out 10,000 Liberian dollars today. Dial star 799 star 100 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Start playing on and play as many times as you can wherever you are. After the SONA, the people are going to dine and wine. And so we're giving you 10,000 Liberian dollars to do the same wherever you are. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello there.
Good. Let's hear you quick.
Yeah, this is Matthew speaking from Rowley Highway.
Let's hear you, Matthew.
Yeah, the president, when we say today, it must be genuine. It must not lie to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Hello. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you are on the air. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Brother Sam Andrew. And my name is Alvin Dana, and I call from the UN draft. Well, Brother Sam Andrew, let me appreciate this afternoon for the talking point. Also, let me appreciate the Almighty God for pumping back into all our voice to be heard.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go quick. Time.
What baffles me?
Yeah.
They fill an honor investigation. If they can tell the president there to go hard in the sooner, then what they added, they added of it, they 1.8 million now. You want me to get 1.8 million?
No, don't, no.
Because if you tell the president they're going to pay.
No, your question, your question, hey, Ivan, wait now. Hey, my man. My man, you're talking like water running down. You can't wait. It's not the issue of the 1.8 million. You forget, they carry the president. It simply means that they lied that that place was not burned as the way they said it. That place has not been a crime scene. That's what they're showing by having the program there. The lawmakers themselves, the lawmakers, you can't blame Mr. President. The lawmaker, if truly they are convinced that Fonati cover and people burn that place, they will not even be sitting there. They will not carry the program there. They'll go to another place. But by that is a confirmation that that place was not burned by any human being. Any. You still going to work normally. You haven't seen that people took chairs. They carry it to City Hall. The next day, Speaker office burst into. We saw the person pass through the ceiling. They cut all the wires on the speaker floor, but the other area have leg. Wow, thank you, man. Hello.
Oh, my son said, Andrew, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's hear you.
Okay, I little yet on the line from Cloud Town. Thank you for the topic. Yeah, I want to Mr. Boakai. Don't lie to the people when you go over there. And let me say thanks to the international partner. They're not pressing. And to the Chief Justice, because I'm hearing that she's not there, her phone not there.
She out of the country. She ran ahead. She ran out of the country before.
Yeah, she ran away. She would not want to. Yeah, she ran away. So they can say, "Oh, why you not go?" And don't be afraid. Don't be deterred. Chief Justice, you have your tenure. Just 17 years to be over there. Don't make to be afraid. You do your job.
Okay.
And the first job, we're not here for that. When you want to last the phone, we're that. In future, what can somebody in the country? And you want to tell the person you want to ask for that? What for our open in the country? We suffering. They're taking the rest. And yeah, it's pending. So nothing going to tell us. So we are here for a son. Thank you. That's nonsense. And book us.
Thank you, my sissy. Have a nice day. Yeah, that sonar is insignificant. Insignificant means something that is not of importance. And something is not of importance when it lost most of the features. The features are the ones that make it important, significant, what they call to the essence. When you hear the people say, oh, this thing lost its essence, or the person lost his essence, it means those features that they expect to see, they're not seeing anything at all. That's what it means. Listen, even if you can have the other people out, but you have your two predecessors over there, former President Weah and former President Sirleaf, listen, the other things then can be worked out. But these people are out. You cut off speech from Weah. You don't want to call Weah name. Then you send a man invitation. Does that make sense? Who in their normal thinking, who in their rational self, who in their wisdom self will ever accept that? You can speak to the man. You call a speech. Then you send invitation. Oh, because we are free for programming. Oh, come on, man. That Boakai just start getting exposed to life. How you do that? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Sam Andrew.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear you. You are on the air. Huh? You have to check your background. Let's go to Joe Cooper. You said, yeah, Joe Cooper. The WhatsApp number is from where you are, +231 30 4497. If you are out of Liberia, 0772 23 99 33. The women's line 0777980375. So let's turn to those of you who left your comments. Otaka Cow, who said the beginning of Boakai fainting day is the beginning of his failure. Joe Cooper say JN Boakai birthday party continues today. not SONA. Assata Miller said, this country has now turned into a rebel country under Bouakar's government. Lawrence Harris Jr. said, U.S. government coming for them very soon. Josephus Manning, thank you, Chief. Thank you. Y'all get that credit to EB. EB got to take that credit, not me. Yeah, big. Alex Kolu, your last name is spelled Kolue. Say Liberia is finished. The Chief Justice herself know what is going on. It's not well at all. She just forced to agree with this evil man called Joe Bouakar just to maintain her job because all evil. Tobasi, Christopher Lotti Tobasi says, Joseph N. Bouakar and the Unity Party are confusing education with intelligence, thinking that the hungry and poverty-stricken Liberian people are stupid, but very soon they will break. Jean McBorough said, when Manning becomes president again, he will better not wear that UP grain thing across his chest. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. So that's it. You're listening to Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews, on SONA Day, Unity Party SONA, GMB SONA. This break with the world's greatest.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Again, let me remind you to continue playing the King's Cash giveaway before we can bring excerpt of the President's State of the Nation address to his Unity Party and Majority Bloc. Dial star 799 star 100 hash. Star 799 star 100 hash. Play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 and win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. Let's play as many times as you can, and you'll have your 10,000. Let's bring you excerpt of Mr. President State of the Nation address or Unity Party address to the majority bloc and the Senate. Let's see who can get excerpt from it.
Domestic revenue collection in our nation's history. On the expenditure side, we spent a total of $661.4 million to execute the government functions and projects. To strengthen progress, we have implemented needed tax reforms, introducing the value-added tax back in April 2024 to replace the outdated goods and services like GST. We are also investing in digital tax administration and building state-of-the-art customs inspection facility at the Freeport of Monrovia to increase efficiency and expand our tax base. These interventions and reforms align with the regional standard, improve tax compliance, and are expected to create a more stable revenue stream for the future. The Rabas International Airport, a vital gateway to Liberia and a potential driver of economic development, has faced operational challenges. However, under this administration, we have charted a new course, making significant strides to unlock its promise as a regional hub. To enhance safety and operations at the airport, we have invested additional fire trucks, backup generators, and navigational aids. Ongoing engagements with developers are focused on expanding the airport and improving its infrastructure management. These initiatives still instill confidence among global airline operators and travelers, reflecting our commitment to positioning Liberia as an attractive destination for global business travel. Recently, we welcomed Ethiopian Airlines, which connects Liberia to over 150 global destinations and reduced air travel costs at key markets, including the USA, Europe, and Dubai. We are also in advanced discussion with carriers like Qatar Airways to establish our air service agreement.
The guy that blowing that thing behind him, he dare blow it hard. So listen to it, it's always low because of the president's condition.
In 2024, we secured $210 million financing package from the IMF Extended Credit Facility, ECF, to address macroeconomic imbalances and improve debt sustainability from 2024 to 2027. Our inclusion in the ECF has unlocked support from both multinational and bilateral partners. The World Bank provided $60 million in support, $40 million of which was budget support, and the balance $20 million went to Special Disaster Fund for Liberia to be administered by Liberia. The World Bank has also pledged $40 million in the budget support for this year in 2026. We secured a $16 billion grant from the European Union for 2025 to 2027, while the African Development Bank provided $40 million for road projects. During the period under review, Liberia also received $398.2 million in off-budget official development assistance for critical sectors such as health, agriculture, and infrastructure.
But look at the health condition. Look at the health sector of the country. 300 million plus. But look at the health condition. But listen, what you need to know, these things are conditional. These grants come with conditional. Why? It is true that they are free. Grant means free money. They give you free money, physical cash. That free money, let me say that way so you will understand it good. But it always goes with condition. So all the dollars that you're hearing Mr. President talking about, you're hearing, understanding good how he's saying it. 2027, 2028, that condition, and the money will not just come because he announced it or the people announce it, then the money come. No, it takes time. Sometimes it goes into another person's administration. Some of these dollars you're hearing are from we are government. Some they secure it themselves, Unity Party. Some of these dollars from we are, because we are did not complete his second term. So most of these agreements were already struck or signed. These grants, some of them were already waiting. Just so you know. Let's go back to him.
For the next 5 years, I am pleased to report that the plan and the 15-county agenda have been meticulously developed and validated by stakeholders across the country. They received strong endorsement from the Cabinet, the National Steering Committee, and our international partners, leading to a successful launch on January 15, 2025. This initiated known as the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development, AID, is built on foundations of the pro-poor agenda for prosperity and the development and the agenda for transformation. The AID is a set to cap Vision 2023, Liberia's ambitious goal of becoming a more capable and developmental state, ultimately achieving lower middle income status. The Arrest Agenda aims to drive economic transformation from diversification focusing on agriculture, rural development, and infrastructure. It emphasizes the rule of law, improved governance, and anti-corruption. The agenda also seeks to invest in human capital by transforming the education system, fostering technology and innovation, prioritizing public health and sanitation, promoting tourism and environmental sustainability. The total estimated cost of the transformative development plan is $8.4 billion. Our total 60% of the funding will come from the government and international donors, with the remaining from private sector investors. The success of AID and the county development agendas will also depend on the active participation of our youth. We are dedicated to making available what they need, including the opportunities necessary to unlock their full potential.
All right, excerpt from the president, live excerpt. He's currently on the podium delivering, he's managing. Listen carefully, I say he's managing. Listen to his voice. At a certain point in time, his voice is cracking. Find it difficult to get certain words out. He can't stand for long. He can read for 2 to 3 hours, even 1 hour, 30 minutes. Just imagine we who sit behind the microphone with this thing called talk show. It's hectic. It's not easy. You're sitting. Imagine we're not standing. We're sitting. It's hectic. Then when you are standing now for 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours to read. So what he's reading is, I assuming it is a summary sheet. And he ought to read a summary sheet. If they didn't prepare a summary sheet for him, well, then that's it. The United States president Is how the people do that. The president of the United States delivering the State of the Nation address reads a summary sheet, and then the full copies are out. They summarize, but the African State of the Nation address, you every little thing must explain it. Every so before you you finish with everything, you're gone 2 hours. 2 hours. That's why most of the addresses from the State of the Nation address in the past used to go 7. I can remember one time Ellen ended her, I think it was either the first or the second or third State of the Nation address. She ended 7:30. She herself got so bold. 7:30. She was just reading and reading. The same thing happened to President Weah. Many times he took break. So I show Bouaka is reading a summary sheet. If not a summary sheet, then well, he's going to falter. All right. So let's get to something else. We can have that stuff all through. We got other issues to talk about as you play the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving you 10,000 Liberian dollars. Start playing or continue playing. Dial star 799 star 100 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Let's go to the Liberia Broadcasting System, State Radio, Bouaka Radio Station. Why we highlighting this? Because here is a man, as far as I know, because I follow almost everything or most of their broadcasts. This guy, if Weah was not careful, if Weah was not a leader or is not a leader, things are going to happen. These guys, these Unity Party guys, I will always say, because I heard Fagon. Fagon was on Spoon Talk telling people we are killing people in Liberia. We are cutting people head off. People should not come to this country. He was doing all of that because CDC put him out legitimately. CDC government did not throw him through the window. He was put out legitimately. And he knows that very well. He knew in his capacity as Deputy Minister for Information, Public Affairs, should not have done what he did. We are exercise caution, or patience rather, when we could no longer hold it from a leadership standpoint. He decided to let him go legitimately. He managed to get out of Liberia, and he got in touch with Stanton Waterspoon. He left from here with nothing. He had nothing. When he got in touch, somebody linked him up with Stanton Waterspoon, because the game plan was part of the game plan. People who are leaving CDC government, we can influence them to come on the show to say some dirty and nasty thing about Weah, manufacture it so that the people can go against Weah, because that was the game plan. Turn the people against Weah, say damaging things, say some things that did not exist, but present it like it exists or existed. So Fagon got in touch with the man, Stanton Waterspoon. Stanton Waterspoon was really happy to receive him. But he did not start. He did not start. I listened to that first recording. I listened to the show, rather. The first time he appeared on Spoon, he was so nice, how CDC is his party. He did not say he was not part of CDC. He said CDC is his party. He can't leave CDC. He's not going to leave his party to go to any place. President Weah has done so much for him. President Weah was magnanimous in giving him the opportunity to serve his country. He owes so much respect to President Weah. He talked that. Now we listened to the show. I think it was on Saturday or Sunday he was on. Yeah, we all sat at my brother's place right on the porch. We're listening to Fagon, quiet, everybody listening. 2 weeks after Fagon turned on Weah, he had everything damaging to say. They fabricated. Fast forward, it is the Fagon today. Because he has achieved his goal. And listen, I can't say that Stanton Witherspoon door. No, Stanton wasn't smart, just as Speaker Fonati Kofa wasn't smart. Stanton felt that he was using his media machinery against Weah to bring Weah down. United Party saw him as one of the key guys they could use in the mercenarism to get Weah down. So people were being accepted on his platform. He was inviting people. He was happy to receive people once you were there or ready to say damn it of Weah. He did not know that these guys were using him to accomplish their aims, and once they get it, they off him. That's what Fagon has done to him. Fagon now turned against him, saying all kinds of damaging things. What did Fagon say? Fagon said that boasting that he, how they call it, the live feed and the numbers or the viewers, that you start on say we're being followed by 40,000, 50,000 viewers around the world. He said that is not true. They can pay for that. They go to the place for the people to boost their number. God, how to expose people. That's what the man said. The man said plenty. He said plenty. What they were doing behind the scene. So he comes now. He's rewarded by Bouaka. I hope you're playing the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 10,000. The guys from the Capitol building, Bouaka, and people going to Edo, they get the millions and thousands of dollars. So this country here is being run by 3 persons. So yeah, yesterday they said that Magay was running the government. That's what they said yesterday. They said Magay was deputy president. The deputy president in this government are Dillon. I'm coming to show you some kind of picture. The 3 of them together smiling. The 3 people that eat in the country money real good. Bouaka, Dillon, Yombli Kanga Lawrence. And if these guys not careful at the Senate, Yombli Kanga Lawrence will dump them. If they know what I know, they have to be very meticulous with this woman. They have to be very, very careful with her. She's cunning. This is a cunning woman. I know her very well. Yaka. So you play the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 10,000. Dial star 799 star 100 hatch. So he's at FBS. He's doing all kinds of stuff. Created a dictatorial atmosphere. The people spoke out, and then the next thing, dismissal. So nobody speaks in this government. Nobody speaks their mind. If you spoke out, you are dismissed. Yesterday, when President Weah, from a leadership standpoint, was taking actions against people within, these same people in United Party today were getting vexed all over the place and saying Weah was wrong, it was illegal, Weah was a dictator, Weah was a tyrant, he was dismissing everybody. There was no free expression in Weah's government. These same people were saying it all over the place. I know that for a fact. In fact, they even went as far as saying that people, government officials, and other people who are writing on Facebook is against this, is against that, they will dismiss them. One place that I heard that very clear, that information ministry. So people were careful. Yeah, today, when you speak out in Bouaka government, when you speak out, you look at the wrong and you speak out. Where that AB stuff? You look at the wrong and you know that it's wrong, and then you speak it out, you are dismissed. So how it is now, everybody bow to the master of whatever the ministry. If you are at the Ministry of Information, you bow to PR. If you are at ABS, you bow to Eugene Fagon. If you are at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you bow to Sarah Best-Loyanti. If you are at the Ministry of Mines and Energy, you bow to Wayman Pay. If you are at the Ministry of Agriculture, you bow to Alexander Nutter. That's how it looks like now. If you are at PRC, you bow to Amos Twe. If you are Water and Sewer, you bow to Mo Ali. Because you know why? All of these directors and ministers, they have imperial power to sack forthwith. So if you want to maintain your job, you better shut up. That's how it is. It is the Machiavellian theory. Meaning, this is our government. NCDC said at the time that the same way United Party people not saying it, but it is known that United Party time. Whatever you do as per the power you get, you simply saying that our time. So Fagon at FBS, he caused a stir. The people spoke out, he dismissed the union workers. He said this week he's going to dismiss the deputy and the other. He said the handbook called for dismissal. Civil Service Standing Order calls for suspension and dismissal, but he chose dismissal. Somebody just protested. So as a president, listen, you know what makes you strong and makes your leadership strong is when you can accept criticism. You are never ever a leader when people say something or they look in your face and say, or they speak out openly and you dismiss them. You are never a leader. You are a tyrant. You are a dictator. A leader accepts criticism because you know why? It helps him or her to move forward. Fagon say FBS Act call for instant dismissal when you speak out. Civil Service Standing Order, according to him, is optional. You can suspend the person or dismiss the person. So according to him, he put suspension aside, he went for dismissal. It'll take breath off that man's mouth. He and his family, he dismissed the man right now. The man off job. But one good thing I know, God in heaven is the one who opens doors. When one door is closing, it means God is opening another door. So that man is off job right now. I know what he and his family going through psychologically, but God will open door. So Fagon dismissed the man. So the Press Union of Liberia, which is the parent body of journalists in Liberia, decided to intervene. Eugene Fagon gave the people audience. After the people left, he went the same ballistic and bombastic act, the same propagandistic act they were showing in opposition. He stayed showing the same thing. Here is a director general who does not portray himself as a director general. Stay getting on Facebook with fast and fashion. Stay getting on Facebook saying all kinds of things instead of concentrating on what he was appointed to do. And he thinks that he has a perpetual stay at FBS. Bouaga will take him from there. He had the audacity to say all kinds of stuff, condemning the Press Union of Liberia, questioning its legitimacy, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the man.
Yes, I'm ready for y'all. Let's say Press Union, read press release.
Yeah. I read it for you, the Director General, the Bouaga Director General, State Radio Director General. If I were Bouaga, that man be dismissed, but you know why he will be there? Because that PR man, that PR booty, the PR protecting him. Not necessarily that Bouaga saw him as a professional, but because there wasn't any place in terms of the ability and the education to go, so PR talked to the president. He persuaded the president why they should send him there. But not necessarily that he is a media person that really know that area. No. We asked them, all the people that we are sent over there, the seasoned journalists, people who stay in this country, they practice broadcast journalists. So they may even send print, but broadcast journalists over there. Bouaga can he send propagandists there. Every day the man gets on Facebook. They who say the people, the opposition saying they get on Facebook, they're saying all kinds of things. Instead of doing the work that he was appointed to, they get on Facebook. Whole day, all of them on Facebook. When the people reacting and saying something, then they say, oh, the person get the person information. We have the text message, and the person is dismissed. childish and irresponsible and reckless.
Yes, I'm ready for y'all. Let's say press union, read press release. There are 4,000 members of the press union. That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by 102. And I felt that lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by one. That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by. That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by 102.
Now listen, as a member of the Press Union of Liberia, as much as I cannot impute my sentiment into this is PUL stuff. But listen, if you were to ask me, PUL should have nothing to do with this man. But again, I'm only a member. I do not have a final say in anything. But I can express my personal opinion. Giving this man's rant and condemnation and questioning the legitimacy. He coming to the margin. Listen, before I get there, let him say it himself.
And I felt anything. Karuba, what? That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by 100. That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by 100. That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by 102. That lazy, useless group, the guy that got elected by 102. And I felt anything. Karuba, what can the press union guy tell me? You got 4,000 members, and only 102 you say elected you. You got 4,000 members, and only 102 you say elected you. You got 4,000 members, and only 102 you say elected you. You got 4,000 members, and only 102 you say elected you. You better go find a place and sit down. I'm not fighting media war with you. This is the rescue tree. I'm not fighting media war with you.
Because you don't have the arsenal. You don't have the arsenal. You don't have the weapons to fight. You can. If you try it, you will regret it. You will be just like how they call the guy from DEA, Abraham Kromah. You try a Eugene Fagon, you open media war. Your own booty in Information Minister Jeremiah Pia, who is protecting you, your godfather, can save you. Because Boaka will move you from there when we get ready for you. Boaka will not listen to Pia. He will put another person there and you will be a disgrace in this government, just how Abraham Kromah is a disgrace. You work in we are in Ellen government is sacking. He can't in your own rescue government is sacking. So that the same way Boaka will sack you, you'll be fanning around here, you'll be finding a way to go back to America and you will not get any chance to go back on spoon talk. So you better come to yourself. That the last place. Ask this guy, Darrell Ambreman, who is the public relations manager for the court. He sat down here and started doing all kinds of things that he was law and gospel is condemning the press union of Liberia, saying that. When the people got ready for him, he got cold. The connection he thought he had with Ellen cut it off. So we can name plenty of them. They're around here. So that thing you own, opening media war, you get the ability to complete it, to fight it to the end.
Better go find a place and sit down. I'm not fighting media war with you. This is the rescue train. The development we're doing here will go on.
What better development? So let's go to the margin now. You question Julius Kannenberg victory margin. It's not the same with your rescue government. Did not David Etta Brown Lasana steal the election for you? Did not David Etta Brown Lasana create a mystery character in Edward Appeton? Did you win that election fair? Look at your margin. Look at it. You think you won that election? If we were to have presidential election today between Weah and Boaka, the margin would be a gulf. Yesterday, the people stole the election for you. David Etta Brown stole the election for you. You're happy to close your oral cavity. Then you say you're now opening media war with PUL. You condemning PUL. That Julius Kannenberg, my president, you can't put your more on. Chief, I am a member of the Press Union of Liberia. When I said you just say anything about my president, as much as this is a democratic intellectual space, no, but we have to checkmate you. You're not law and gospel. You don't qualify. You qualify. We are sack you for your ineptitude and your recklessness. You find where you sneak out of this country, you went on Spoon Talk and started a propaganda against we are, so that Bouaka will help you. Bouaka didn't want to help you, just as Bouaka did not give some people in a government power position yet. I know them. I know them. We are friends on Facebook. They still fighting. They were in Ellen's government. It looks that Bouaka did not value them in when he was vice president. So he's become president now. He has not given them any position, but they're pretending like they're advocating for the rescue mission. And they are seizing people on Bouaka's substitute bench. Eugene Fagon, you extra. You're not a media expert. You know nothing. All day you done the FBS will not be the same. 1 year, you stay talking FBS will never be the same. Let the president, state of the nation, address that. You're listening to it. I just went in a newsroom. Granny, you can't even get anything good. But whole day, FBS will never be the same. FBS will never be the same. Nonsense. You want to put your mom on my president?
But go on. First of all, I sorry, sir, entertain your year. With the I'm sorry, I regret it.
I said, "Oh, the rescue men and dog." The rescue men and dog. The people they can talk before they think. Yeah, I beg you, man, you tell your 10,000. You entertain the people. You saw it rational. You saw it right. You entertain the people. After the people left, then you say you're expressing regret. That's been very dull.
But go on. First of all, I sorry, sir, entertain your year. First of all, I sorry, sir, entertain your year. First of all, I sorry, sir, entertain your year. First of all, I sorry, sir, entertain your year. With the
but man, I see you, man. You are a junk. You are a junk. You better sit down there and shut your mouth and just do what you ought to do, so Bouaka will be convinced why he appointed you through Jeremy Pia. You better close your mouth. Can't talk about rescue. What rescue doing? What rescue? Bouaka giving stay on the nation. Listen to him. Listen to your president. He repeating. He can't say anything significant. He can't talk about any significant contribution. 1 year, 1 month. Shame. Standing over there, he can't say anything. He can't point to anything significant he has achieved. He promised to create 10,000 jobs in 6 months. He gone 1 year, no 10,000 jobs. He promised to create 10,000 or train 10,000 young people in IT. We're gone 1 year, 6 months. You don't see nothing happening. You're just brag, boast, rant. That's all you hear from Unity Party people. Rescue nation. They can't give another thing. Nonsense. Chief, it might be the last time you put your more on our PUL, my president, Julius Cannonball. Okay. All right. So let me talk this one, then I'll open the line there, and then we can have our say on that. Then I say we'll get ready to put Mr. President's speech in context to cut it. Not today. I'm talking about today. If we will deal with it tonight, I'm talking about the clips. Yeah. So you see that now. Look at the kind of thing. When we're talking, you think we're against the government. But this is our country. It may not be our government, but it is the government of the day. It is the democratically elected by infinitesimal margin, tiny margin, stolen by David Etta Brian Lassana, yet inaugurated constitutionally. So it is our government. We can't do anything about it. But the government has to be checkmated. And that is the essence of democracy. So we are checkmating the government. When we identify the wrongs, because you're inside and you're getting $1 or $2, you trade You trade your country's advancement for self-interest. We told you that everything that was happening with that quote-unquote budget hearing, it was a hasty arrangement, it was kangaroo, nothing good was happening by standard of budget hearing. In no time, we heard that the budget was signed. When the budget is signed, it becomes a public instrument for consumption. It is into the public. It is when you hear, oh, this one for this, why this one this allocation. Public consumption. Now, from the time it was announced that Bouaka signed the majority block budget, till, what did you hear? It was this weekend that his press secretary went on the air again blundering. What did the press secretary say, Kula Fofana? That the reason the budget is now out because it is undergoing editing. Can you imagine that? People who claim to be highly educated rescue the country, putting the country in a retrogressive state. The woman had the bravery to say publicly that the budget isn't out because it's undergoing editing. So it means that they were fingering with that budget. They sexed the budget, just as Andrew Gillikin would say about former British Prime Minister Tony Blair about a very contentious issue that unfolded a couple of years back. He said the Prime Minister sexed the budget, the dossier rather. The Prime Minister said that was an expression to me, finger a temper with it. If it is a figurative, don't be carried by the word sex to me or literal sex. No, it's a figurative expression to me that you alter, you make some changes, you doctor, all of those things. So that will give people the understanding that the budget, they sex the budget, they mesmerize with the budget, the finger. That's why you see all of those things. Look at the 11 million that lawmakers then talking about all over the place. Money just out. The woman had to say without reservation that the budget is not out yet. The president signed the budget, but the budget is going under editing. Hey, boy, here you go. It's not easy. Here you go. What can I do? So, why you say you know it all? And why you say the country budget, the lifeblood of the country, what the country survives on, a secret between few people in the executive. Amen. That's what the woman said. The woman said, yeah, the president signed the budget, but it's not out yet because it is undergoing editing. We got some other things to do. Ego. Now, sorry, I didn't have time to was editing and time caught up with me, but don't worry. You know what? Until I bring it, yo, play, Jose, don't worry. But I'm giving you a direct quote from her. You call her, you ask her, she will say the same thing. I can understand the press secretary as well as the information minister and other people, they are propagandists. They have no option. They have to manufacture lies. But the way they manufacture it exposes their ineptitude. How will you say that? That's why they're doing all kinds of illegal things all over the place, nothing straight. So since the budget undergoing editing, they're changing some things. I say budget, not money. Not money, the words and numbers. Yeah. Then when you're feeling now, you look for the money for it. So they'll change it and say, okay, they want hospital A. City hospital here is not very important, man. Why you getting hospital 150,000? In fact, it does not have a hospital status. It has a clinic status. So you cut that 150, you're getting 25. But you put there 150. So that 125 is going that what they call budget altering. Altering means to change. We say, oh, look, you take this one, this 75,000, you're getting people 25, you put the 50 on the side. What they are doing is they are sucking the budget. Eh? The mesmerizing of the budget. Yeah, rescue it. Okay. Then another thing happened today. Let's just do it quick. I'm gonna go. Don't worry. The post analysis of the sonar is on. ABU will handle that. So let's just leave that. Yeah. Last night it was a splendid pre-sonar edition on Face the Issue. So we'll leave the rest of it, and then there's the second part, the post, because once there is a pre, then you have the post. So AB did the pre-analysis of the sonar last night. It was a special edition, and he's going to do the post-analysis of the sonar. So you don't want to miss it tonight. Get set for it at 8. So the minority bloc, they took their case to the court, the civil law court, declaratory judgment. That means to declare, how they call him? That man, the Mickey Moore. He was a speaker, Bwaka speaker. The judge said, the kind of thing are hearing are scared. The people threatening. They threatened to do something to me. The judge made it clear. He said the people threatened to kill him. So he was concerned about his life and his family. Though he took off. Fast forward. Today, they threw that case outside against Rachel Kuhn. So the Rule of Law Caucus Chairman Musa Bility said they're taking it to the Supreme Court. They're taking appeal to the Supreme Court. Today, the civil law court chunky outside. They say, come on, move on here, man. Rachel Kuhn, our speaker. You know that the president support Rachel Kuhn. Then you can't hear. So the court threw that thing outside the civil law court. So Musa Bility say they're going to the Supreme Court. I know which Supreme Court they're going to again. Do we have Supreme Court in this country? Do we have independent judge, chief justice? Do we have independent associate justices of that Supreme Court? No. No, it is an imperial state now. It's an imperial presidency. The chief justice, Fred, she was so happy when that invitation came and took advantage of it, saying through her media man, Dara Ambruma, that the invitation came before the sonar. How invitation will come before sonar? The woman, did not want to be embarrassed. Let me give you the logic. Sonar is not something that pops up suddenly. Sonar is constitutional. In the law, in the constitution, it is a law. Sonar, the State of the Nation address, is not a suggestion. No, it is a law. It is within. It is an event required by the Constitution that says the president shall deliver the State of the Nation address on the 4th working Monday of January. That Chief Justice, who has been in lawyering for a very long time, who has taught and still teaching law, that one there is elementary for her. That one that her junior people then can handle that one. That you tell me she ain't know. The woman did not want to sit in that kind of embarrassing situation. The Constitution said the 4th working Monday. That invitation that came for her did not come before the SONA. The SONA is statutory, a day, a sitting down there. They say 4th working Monday. So she's aware. But because she created a mess and did not want to be seen as endorsing, as per her messy rule, the man called Rachel Kuhn, so she took advantage of that by going there. And I am convinced that woman, if she had just decided, she could have designated somebody from the Supreme Court, and the people who invited that institution would never ever have said, we're not accepting any designee or proxy besides you. They will accept one. It comes from the Chief Justice. That can be representation by proxy. But because she did not want to be in the country to witness such that will be lending credence to Rachel Kuhn as per her ruling and will create further confusion, so she went and sat down on that side. Then her media man, Dara Ambrose, said the Chief Justice received the invitation before the SONA. You expect any rational person to believe that when the State of the Nation address is constitutional? It is not a rapture that happens suddenly unannounced or catch people unaware. Anyway, so they threw the case outside civil law code. They threw it through the window. They say minority lawmaker, you go sit down on that side. We ain't got nothing to do with it. If you're going to Supreme Court, you can go. So that was happy today. But I got working by that easy. Okay. So let's turn to you now. But before then, let me play the King's Cash. I hope that you are playing. Dial *799 *100 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US and get your 10,000 play. I've just switched on the dashboard. It's not encouraging. We haven't gotten there yet. Let's try to do it. I want you to get your money, please. I hold your phone. You can get your money. It is for you. Yeah, I don't want I leave and call you to get your money. When I call you, when you see me, I call you. I leave the show. Then it means that you don't put nothing there. Life is just a Google. They say garbage in, garbage out. What you put in, that what you get it. So when you say, oh, Sam, you lead the show, Sam, you ain't call one person, it means that you don't put nothing there. So I can manufacture. I can't do anything extra. So play. Let me appeal to you. Play and get your 10,000. Dial *799 *100 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Let's do it in the next few minutes, and then we can give your 10,000. So let's go now. Let's just take a few cards, and then we are out. Just few cards. Don't stay on the line long. Hello. Yeah. Let's hear you quick, my man. Let's hear you quick. I don't have time.
Sam, this is the boss of Samu Rasta. Sam,
let's hear you. Let's hear you, Chief. Hello.
Hello, Sam Andrews.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you are on the air, Chief.
This is the right of Gibraltar, and I better see you today, Johnny Hackman. And I call you for my comfort in Christopher Lake.
Let's hear you.
Mr. Andrews, I mean, this guy, they can never seem to stop amusing me. Can you imagine the lower court, that judge? Is it because the threat that he received?
Yeah. Oh, but my man, if that you in such a situation, my dear brother, my man, the post say the first law of nature is self-preservation.
Obviously, I know. So it means that they can't get that one-party state. We don't have judiciary again.
That one-party state, it finished. That one-party state.
I gave up, my man. We don't mean that we don't have judiciary again. You know why you put fear in other guys in?
Oh,
the people carry case to you, and indeed you admitted that you've been threatening And because of the threat, you throw the people case answer.
Yeah.
With no remote.
And Musa Belete said they're going to Supreme Court. I want to see that miracle.
I mean, the country is kind of on autopilot. It's not easy.
Thank you, my dear brother.
Easy. I mean, it's not easy.
Thank you.
I mean, let's just listen to the president giving that recitation. Thank you.
Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Peter the Victor, cover Honor Australia in the Johnson. And thank you very much for the fascinating discussion.
Let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Our justice system has totally disintegrated under Joseph Boakai. For the civil law court to throw away the bill of information, I think it's disheartening and it's a threat to the peace and the security of our society. And you know what I can tell these guys from the minority blood, they should not even hear they are here to go to the Supreme. But there's no court system in this particular country. There's no justice. So they can use their radical means and ensure that by the public sentiment, we're not going to rally against this particular government, but the court and the justice system, forget it.
Okay, Chief.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice Monday. I one party still, you go all your kind of finish. If you know science or what they call in governance or political indicator, the you finish. Hello.
Yes, sir, Mr. Andrews.
Yes, sir.
Peter, spoken at the chauffeur.
Let's hear you, Peter.
It have come up broad daylight now. We said those guys from the court were being threatened. They were being threatened with impeachment. That is how they've been operating in the form and manner they are operating. But it's not bad. Since this president has resolved to be a kind of tyrannic leader, and you know, there is no court system, no rule of law, there is no one option. Mandela had his other wing, and they had the other wing. Mandela, they had a kind of wing that was responsible to resist the government, and they had the other four in jail. So it's a majority group that recognize another group that will be a group to resist.
All right, Chief. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, have a nice day. But yeah, you know, that one party state, this country now is in a one party state. The time is coming, you're going to see other one party state features. People will have to be very careful with themselves. Freedom of speech has already been curtailed. It will stop. You will hear some things. They will come up with some legislations. Just leave it. The only thing I can advise you is to take care of yourself. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, my man, you run too much, man. I think just go straight to the point.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta. We're gonna dinner part two. Sabu Rasta. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
My man, Sabu Rasta, don't compare the tyrannical government with Chatham government. Chatham government is far better than this government. Don't compare the government with the government. In fact, you should compare the government with Guinea government, the junta government. My man, you know what I mean? A person go address portion of the nation. You know what I mean? Then you want comparing with. Tell us you to address a nation. But bother addressing portion of the nation. Then you say you want comparing with my brother. Thank you for the time.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice Monday afternoon. Rodney Jai say, I didn't see my Uncle GMB eyes for 30 minutes. So he stopped watching. He didn't see. But the man can lift his eyes. He can lift his head, rather. No. GMB can lift his head. He tried, he will lost the lines. And everything will go that kind of way. So he has to keep his head down all through until he is true. He can lift his head under no condition. Patrick Alfred where Judge said, where is the justice system? It is with Unity Party. It is with Unity Party, since you're asking. Mohammed Yusuf said, Unity Party president is addressing his party. Asata Miller, I don't want to listen to that nonsense. Oh. Oh, okay. Asata Miller, it was the excerpt that I was playing. Eh? You say you were listening to Bwaga nonsense. That one presume, no matter what, we just have to listen anyway. For y'all know, but for us news people, we yeah. Azada Miller, I presume address there. Okay. So continue playing. Let's see now. Let me turn to the dashboard. Continue playing dial star 799 star 100 hash, played with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Let's do it quick in the next few minutes. Then we just need few persons to play, and then that's it. We can draw a winner from amongst. Play. Just dial star 799 star 100 hash or 200 Liberian dollars. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and that's all. That's all you need to do, and then you have your 10,000. 10,000. The guys on the other side at the capital, they enjoying. We're enjoying real good. They enjoying real good. The people have the 40,000, the 50,000. So Prezo stay speaking. The man stay speaking. Y'all take down what I man shooting for. I think y'all go do all that. The man started 4 o'clock. He started 4. It's 15 minutes after 5. So he has spoken for 1 hour, 15 minutes. 1 hour. So it means Prezo going to run into 6 and probably 6:30 or 7. That man shouldn't follow. You know, you should have developed a summary sheet. There is nothing extra that man is saying over there. People are not interested. Vast majority of the people of this country, they are not interested in that thing. Unlike in the past, when you hear the president is about to deliver the State of the Nation address, you sense a complete standstill. The country comes to a standstill. Everywhere people stop. They have their small radios. I am telling you, because we saw it in Ellen administration, we saw it in Weah administration. Once it's approaching 4 o'clock, just like holiday, everybody stop what they are doing. They're listening. Bwaga delivering. People ain't get time. You know why? Because the people ain't left Bwaga in your own country. The people ain't left Bwaga. Bwaga is not in the people DNA. Moreover, Bwaga doesn't sound loud. He doesn't sound lively. These are features that can attract people onto you. That's why you hear some people listen to radio not necessarily for the information, but they just like how the person talk, the laughter, the way the person sound, and then they say, yes. You go to gathering when you're talking, the person say, but all of men, they're too cold, man. That means they ain't get passion to listen. So they will find way to leave. That's how it looks with Bwaga. At least they're trying. Because I'm listening from where in the studio, he's sounding a bit, at least he cleared today. But still, he managed in some kind of way. Nothing extra. The man said he was going to. Did he talk about this? In his first State of the Nation address, here is it. He said that he was going to turn the You're going to turn Gabriel Tucker breach. Blatant lie. Bouaka can do this thing in 6 years. Let's assume that the information is true. But it is not for the first 6 years. Maybe if they win second term, which is impossible, because confusion will start from the beginning. Already, they have the presidential candidate, Jeremiah Kun, that Jeremiah Kun replacing Bouaka. Gafan there and the other people, the sideline there. That was the man moving. The man, when you hear Kun talking the way he talking, he practicing. He practicing. Kun sees himself as the next person that Unity Party will carry. So you refer to the man as Unity Party standard bearer, presidential standard bearer 2029. Governor is sitting, governor won't be president for this country. Governor won't be president for this country. I know that. There are other people within Unity Party that won't be president. That thing Kun doing, that what immaturity can do. You think Bouaka grooming him? Bouaka exposing his ineptitude ahead of time. So they grounded Unity Party partisans, the gurus, the bona fides. They are all just watching him. When the time getting closer, all of us, we pray for long life. You will see these guys, you will hear the reactions. They will not even listen to Bouaka. I think that everywhere, Mr. President, thank you for being here. You go to funeral, then you can't say that Bouaka buried Prince Johnson. That Bouaka presence added spice to Prince Johnson funeral. Mr. President, thank you for being here. If you had not come, here go. Chief, you're not politician yet. You're not politician. But anyway, you Unity Party presidential candidate 2029. Yeah, the higher you should call that man, Jeremiah Kun. That he flaunting all over the place. He rushing. So Bouaka said he's going to turn the bridge into 4 lane. It's not possible for this first term. I'm not saying the agreement wasn't struck, and I know about it, that the president announced it. It came from his own mouth. It's not possible 20 this term. It's not even possible the second. You know how long they took that bridge there? You know how many years it took to have it constructed that way? You think bridge construction, that 1-2 years thing, that hurricane? So he mentioned this one. Those of you who listen, because the first State of the Nation address, this is what he said.
Our flagship road delivery program will include the Freeport to the St. Paul Bridge Road. Having received funding through the government of Japan, we'll begin construction of a 4-lane road from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to the Freeport of Monrovia. Additionally, the government of Japan is expected to provide funds to expand the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to 4 lanes. The government has also secured additional support from Japan for the conduct of feasibility studies for the expansion of the Freeport to St. Paul Bridge corridor. My government will allocate funds to complete the 6.5-kilometer Freeport to St. Paul Bridge. My government will ensure the funding from the National Road Fund is utilized to maintain and rehabilitate roads for the good of our public. Through the contribution of Liberians who pay their fuel levies from every gallon of gasoline or fuel or the purchase, we will continue to expand the maintenance program in maintaining our existing network.
So he said anything today about this Gabriel Tucker Bridge, turning it into 4 lanes? Did he say anything? Prezo, I said the person that wrote a speech for Prezo, the real play on Liberian people. Yeah, they were cheering 4 lane. And you say we are saying you are turning that place into Bali Island. So you say we are maybe more where the Bali Island. So at least your own there now. You made it clear. It's public. Boakai say he will turn Gabriel Tucker Bridge into 4 lanes. 4 lanes. He said he repeated it today. That Lala thing, you think it was stupid? You see, they see all kinds of things happening here. You think they will take their money to go do so that I see you, man. Take it what you can't talk about 4 lane. Anyway, it's good to be ambitious.
Our flagship road delivery program will include the Freeport to the St. Paul Bridge Road. Having received funding through the government of Japan, we'll begin construction of a 4-lane road from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to the Freeport of Monrovia. Additionally, the government of Japan is expected to provide funds to expand the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to 4 lanes. The government to expand the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to 4 lanes. To expand the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to 4 lanes. To expand the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to 4 lanes. The government.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prezzo. Thank you, yeah? Thank you. We look forward to seeing that. Yeah, you are our man. You are our Prezzo. Yeah. So Prezzo finished talking, eh? That'll finish talking. the man finished with his rhetorics. He finished giving his sermon. Yeah, man, I didn't see that bad. You know, man, I really wanted to see Rachel Coon presiding. What did the man say? How did he do that? Yeah, anyway, but 8 o'clock we'll listen to AB to give us the description. I know, man, blunder. Kuda Williams said he needs to be tutored because he is naive to be president. In reference to Jeremiah Kwankun. And she said 5. No, Kuda dana air conditioner that fence they put around Joe Boakai. I think you saw over there. No, dana air conditioner. A fan. That fan. That rescue fan. Okay, man. Thank you all. Thank you all for spicing up the show, Monday's edition, Sonan edition, delivered by Prezzo, which is just running away. They didn't want to be in their embarrassed there. His predecessor, not there. Boakai can never ever have it going without his predecessors. You can never have a good leadership without your predecessors. No man is an island. Everybody needs everybody. Ellen wasn't president. She became president, and she learned a lot as president. She got exposed. That exposure stayed with her. Boakai needs it. He may not have all, but he needs pieces of advice. President Weah wasn't president, but he became president of Liberia. And he learned a lot. He got exposed to a lot more. And now he's exposed in Boakai. And Boakai needs him. No one, nobody, irrespective of who you are, can manage an institution, a country all by yourself. It's not possible because God said it is never, ever possible. You need the next person. To have that sonar without Boakai's 2 predecessors, I can use the word messy, but it was messy. The word messy is not necessarily for this organization. But it is messy also when it lacks all of the features and beauties and essence. You got most of your top brass or your predecessors are not there. The speaker, not there. The Chief Justice, not there. You have all of these high profile VIPs that ought to be in that room with you, wearing there. It was a messy Sona. It was. As I said from the beginning, having these people in the room, former president, we have former President Sirleaf, the other people like your Chief Justice and other people, they enhance. They give you that morale. They are the morale boosters. It elevates your status. But if all of these people are out, then what kind of Sona is that now? Chief Justice ran away. I'm going to go sit down in Cairo, Egypt. The speaker not there. You have makeshift man, Mickey Moore. And say he's speaker, he presided. The whole world knows that he's not speaker. Man, I see you, man. I see you. I see you. Cornelius is in already. I see you. Nah, but that joke thing you're on here. Hey, I say I rescue. I rescue thing you're doing so. I see you. The news is on at 6 and at 8 this evening. You don't want to miss it. Don't miss it. And when you come on, you spread the show, share the show, put your big radio on, open it loud everywhere at 8 this evening. AB is on with the post-Sona analysis. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be another great presentation as it was the last night. Okay. We're back tomorrow if God permits. This is how we go home. I'm Sam Andrews.
His